I'm Salona Carlisle, and this is another edition of the Everyday Bliss for the Modern Woman weekly transmissions, created for the woman who is wildly devoted to choosing herself and living her desired life now instead of waiting until later. What if your only work right now, your only job, and your only practice right now was to believe more in what has not yet manifested in your experience that you so deeply crave? To trust deeper than you ever have in what you don't have any evidence for in your life. And to grow your faith in your desires more than in your fears. To be more loyal to your desires than to your doubts. And to decide that instead of shrinking the vision and the desires you have for yourself and your life, you're going to claim them as possible with a level of conviction that is unwavering, that no one and no thing can shake. Know that it is so, and continue to see it and feel it as already real, as just as real as what is around you and as what you can see, despite the circumstances before you. And then allow yourself to linger a little longer in what feels good. In any moment that you encounter something that feels good, can you allow yourself to linger a little longer in that space and be a little more intoxicated by the pleasure that is already here and available to you in every moment, so that you're expanding your capacity to receive these desires when they arrive. Here's what I'll tell you, and what makes this practice so potent. Your belief and your unwavering faith and conviction that you're able to feed into your desires and into what has yet to reveal itself is the juice and the power that calls them forth. Your receptivity and willingness to be with more pleasure and with more goodness is what allows you to become the woman who lets herself have that much joy, that much abundance, delight, and expansion of all kinds, and to become the vessel that can hold more of it, more of that goodness, more of that pleasure than you've allowed yourself to receive and believe is possible for you up until now. And the more you remind yourself of this, the more you will naturally want to nurture this relationship, this intimacy, this positive infusion into your desires above all else by prioritizing your connection with your inner world rather than letting the outer world constantly distract you from what it is who it is you're here to become, and what it is you're here to create, to embody, to and when you make enough space to listen, all the guidance you will ever need comes flooding in. Maybe not in the exact moment you want it, but in the exact moment you need it. And often not a moment before. Because again, your trust is the gravitational pull that calls it forth. So lean back, beautiful. Give yourself permission to let it come to you. To keep returning to the side of your desires just a little more than your doubts. Release your grip, your stranglehold on what has been, and on what you can see, and on what is before you that can feel so real and permanent. Float a little longer in the sea of the unknown, where all possibility lives. And allow yourself the time to breathe more deeply than you habitually do. And for your nervous system to unwind more fully than she has in a very long time. Let your posture, your breath, your attitude, your expectation, your ease, your openness, and your capacity to run more pleasure through your body and through your life be what changes everything. There's an art to becoming the woman who experiences life from this place of overflow and who lives in the fulfillment of her desires regardless of circumstances. And this is the expansion that my clients hire me to discover and embody for themselves in their own lives. The women who come to me are hungry for this kind of work because they know it offers the depth, the embodiment, and the deliciousness they've been missing. And it holds the nourishment they've been seeking, and that their body, their heart, their cells have been thirsty for. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to learn more and receive my free Ecstatic Feminine Embodiment Meditation, go to salonacarlisle.com. I offer a variety of ways into this work, so if you know you want to dive deeper into living more everyday bliss and becoming that woman who is wildly devoted to living her desired life now instead of later, you can also request a free consult at salonacarlisle.com/discover. And together we can find the perfect way into this work for you.